You ever find that some people take more than they're prepared to give? The same thing happens with electricity. The truth? You can't handle the truth!
Buckle up your seat as I give you a day in the life of facilities maintenance.
So I've had a repair ticket come in for these cows. Yes, cows. That is what we call them. Not moo cows that give us milk, but these charging stations that we plug Chromebooks into. They're basically a big box with lots of little chargers in them. And they're plugged in. And what's happening is the repair request was that they're getting arcing from these receptacles and that they are worn out. Yeah, I can understand how that's happening.
These units don't have an off switch. They're constantly asking for power, and so when you plug them in and unplug them, that power is going to jump from the receptacle to the end of the plug. And of course, it certainly doesn't help with the grounding pins broken off the ends of the electrical cords. And to make matters worse, probably because of the arcing, they've been yanking on the cords instead of actually grasping the plug end itself and damaging the cord. There's another broken ground pin, and if you look closely at the end of the actual cord itself, you can see how the metal's been melting. Yikes! They've been yanking on this one so much that they've actually pulled the ground wire from the lug inside the case. So what I'm going to try and do to solve this problem is try and make it so that the actual receptacle can be turned off and on. And I haven't used these switches before, and so I'm not sure if they will actually accomplish what I want them to do, or they just kind of look like they should be able to accomplish what I want them to do. I kind of have my doubts, because what I think these are used for is if you have, say, a light switch and you want to be able to pull power from that circuit, you can use this, which will still allow you to switch the light off and on, but then also allow you to tap into that power.
Let's go turn breaker number 83 on. Sorry, that's the sound I make when I get up.
Well, it doesn't work.
That's because these switches don't work in the way that I thought they would. I have a single hot, a single neutral, and a ground, and they won't work the way I want them to. So I think I have another idea that should work, providing I can get a heavy-duty enough part.
2 days later. While there are a lot of 2-wire switches out there, we weren't sure if we could find a heavy-duty switch that had both a load and a line and a neutral. But, as luck would have it, we did. And this guy will be perfect. While there's still only a double set of terminals in here, the ground wire doesn't need to be switched. It can just pass straight through. And we also discovered that there are 2 ways that you can connect this up. You can do it so that the red light on the switch is always illuminated, or you can set it up so that the switch illuminates when you turn it on. We wanted to have it illuminate when we turned it on, so we had to experiment with a couple different connection setups in order to get that. But once we did, we went to town and put all 4 of them together, and I have to say, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. We put the switches right at the end of the plug ends so that there's no way the staff could miss them when they're using these devices. And Mark even made them a sign as a reminder to turn the power off before plugging in or unplugging. And of course, once the staff got wind of the fact that we did this upgrade, they have asked us if we can do the rest of them. So we have 6 more at the elementary school, and probably a dozen at the middle school and the high school that we need to convert as well. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you learned something. Have a great day.